Hey guys, here I am in Riviera, just out here running a little bit, trying to get a little bit of this old gas out of it. It's pretty low on gas, so I'm trying to run the rest of this stale stuff out. Been doing some work on it recently, kind of moving towards getting it back on the road, as I may have mentioned earlier, and had a couple problems with the electrical system. First thing that was going on is I didn't have any interior lights. You see they're working now, so that was a quick fix, really simple. All that was there's 3 fuse boxes on one of these Rivieras. You might see through the window. Well, let's get a better view here. Here's the 2 of them back here by the battery. If it'll focus, yeah, there they are. 2 fuse boxes there, and there's the battery under the rear seat. And someone had simply just taken the fuse out for the interior lights, so that's why they didn't work. They work well now. You know, I'm always kind of skeptical when somebody does that. There's got to be a reason that they don't want the interior lights to work. So they seem to be doing well. It's got lights on the floorboard. I don't know why the camera's not wanting to work too well here, but it's got one there. That's actually, that one's loose. I have the panel out. I was doing some work under there. Oh, there's one. Got one on the door. One on this door. One back here. One back here. And I guess this one, it's kind of strange. That one works when you put the map on, but oh, there it goes. Maybe that's it. So, and the other problem I had with it is I had no dash lights, and that kind of turned into a bigger deal than I thought it was going to be. I checked the 3rd fuse box on is up here. You can't see it, but it's on the end of the dash here. And sure enough, I had a blown fuse for the dashboard lights. So I swapped some fuses around, and I had a car around and everything, and they worked. They came on and worked. They seemed a little dim, but I didn't think a whole lot about it. And I was over here doing something, and I started smelling something, like something was burning, like wires burning or something. And I got looking around, and there's smoke coming out of the back of the steering wheel here, the steering column area, right up in this joint here. And so it's smoking, so I hurry up and yank the fuse back out of it. And the fuse was not blown, but it was warm. And of course that knocked the dash lights back out again. So I got thinking about it, and I thought, well, what in the world could be going on with that? And I used my sniffer test. You see I got the remains of the airbag out of it. And I used a sniffer test to locate where that smell was coming from. And it was coming from right in here, right in this airbag. What's left of it, the module. Right in there. I think it probably still smells like it a little bit. Yeah, vaguely. So I thought to myself, what in the world could be doing that? I said, it's got to be something on the circuit, you know, that lights up with the dash lights on, but everything's working. And then I thought, you know what? I said, I remember that none of this up here was working. These controls for the I think this is for the program C, guess for the radio, and then over here's volume and temperature up and down. I remember that none of that was working. And I noticed also when I turned the wheel, it's not doing it now, but it was making like a crunchy noise in here. And that's the best way I know to explain it. Just kind of a, and I knew that wasn't right. Something had to be going on with that. And sure enough, I'm not going to take it off, but back in here you can see where my finger's pointing right in there. There's a barcode there. There's where these 2 wires go in. This is a connector for the, this is a connector for these accessory buttons, and this is a connector for the airbag. There's 2 wires here. And this device back here is a coil. That's what supplies power as the wheels turn, and I won't get into explaining how that works, but that's what it was. And apparently that crunching noise, that smoking was coming out of this coil here. Ultimately, I thought, well, I told you it was coming out of here, but it was actually coming out of the back here. So the coil's burned up. So I took the wheel off, and what I've done now temporarily is these snake through the column, and then they go down up under this panel under here. There's another, pair of connectors here for it, and I just disconnected it. For right now, I'll do without an airbag and the hand controls, what you want to call them, because that one's still got to be repacked over there. You don't repack them. That sounds like a parachute, but it just has to have a new airbag put in. And my thinking is you know what? I don't really like the idea of that thing going off accidentally and wrecking another windshield. I know the chances are nil if you follow the instructions, but you know what I mean. I just don't like the idea of that. So anyway, you hear the engine speed up a little bit when the lights came on. It's programmed, I guess, to do that. But now I have, let's turn these back off there. Now I have dash lights. This is this thing here. I felt so stupid after I said that. I said, oh, this thing's stuck on dry over here. And somebody, I think it was Moldy Mac, nicely pointed out that it's the little pointer down here that goes over, not this up here. Hey, so it's got a brake to shift light. It's always on. It might go off when you put it in gear. Let's see. Yeah, it does. And also the door's locked. And gas over here. Tachometer there. That turn signal is lit up because I think the bulb up there is bad. It's got a parking light that's dim. And then you got low coolant over here, which it's not low, and then the airbag there and all that crap. But these lights aren't the brightest in here. Dave, maybe you can kind of tell me if these look like they're the normal brightness. That's Moldy Mac. He's got a car like this one. Not sure. Electronic climate control there. And down here's the stereo, which I'm not going to turn that on because I can't have any kind of copyright stuff on my YouTube stuff now, because I monetize some of my videos and I don't want to screw that up, obviously. And here's the PRND, all that stuff. Got headlights over here. It does have the Twilight Sentinel. It's got, that's traction on and off there. Trip reset. And one thing I found neat is this car has these little lights that shine down on the buttons for the, the mirror and all the windows and all that stuff. It's got one over there, you might can see it. And there's actually a couple that it has that are missing, they're not working. Under here where the door handle is, there's supposed to be two little blue lights that shine on the door handle at night. But I always think stuff like that's pretty neat. So, of course, got a sunroof up there. This is a neat car. I'm on vacation this week coming up. This is the, what's today, the 12th. I'm on vacation all week, so I'm going to try to get a bunch of stuff done. And one of the things I'm going to try to get done is I'm going to inspect the front end of this car. It looks like it's a little bit out of alignment, so I'm going to give it a real thorough inspection to see if it's just something minor or something major before I spend much money on it. But and I got to do some work on the lawnmowers and things like that, and just a bunch of little stuff. Gonna work on the darts more, hopefully. I kind of got to admit something. You notice I haven't been making many videos the past couple of weeks or so. I've really just been kind of feeling lazy the last couple of weeks. I've just been coming home and eating and pretty much getting ready to go to bed. And it's just one of those things, you know, it happens every once in a while. I definitely got a lot of stuff to do and a lot of videos to make coming up. Okay. Well, I've been the cooling fan kicking on. So bear with me. We'll get back up to speed on it. I just haven't been doing much lately. But I'm going to have to try to hopefully go ahead and get this car up going and on the road where I can drive it, because I've been driving that pickup truck all the time and this has been about to kill me on gas. I get 32 cents a mile for my mileage and I drive about 650 miles a week, and the truck uses within about $20 to $30 of the gas I make off that, so something's definitely going to have to change on this. Believe it or not, I may have an opportunity to repurchase that Hyundai that I had. The guy that has it, the old man, likes it well enough, but he wants a Mustang, so he's had several Mustangs and he's just not liking driving around in a Hyundai, so I like that car. It's still running fine. All you Hyundai haters out there, that'll be something for you to smoke over, I guess. But so anyway, got some stuff coming up here pretty soon. Hopefully I can get the Riviera on the road and running and driving easily, get this windshield replaced. I have no plans to sell it regardless. If anything, I might buy another small car or something. But let's take a look out here at the lights on the outside. This car runs great. Just got marker light here. Got a light out there. That's a dim. Oh, no wonder. Well, what's the deal here? That dude, you know what? That dude that owned this car, he seemed like a nice enough guy, but there we go. It's better. This thing's actually out of its holder, I see. See, it goes right up in there. I don't know if I can fix that. Hang on a second. There we go. He was a nice enough guy, but I think he was up to some suspicious stuff, because, you know, trying to hide the lights and everything, not see tag, and not trying to see interior lights, you know. You people that are kind of suspicious type people, you know what I'm talking about. Trying to lurk. What's that? Traction off. I wonder what that means. That light comes on and off every once in a while. I wonder what the deal is with that. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't have the traction off. Oh, wait. I wonder if it's... Let's see. Well, there's a reason for that. Well, now the low coolant light's off. The low coolant light went off and the traction off light came on. Oh, I love you, General Motors. Always full of surprises. 145, 832. Yep, okay. Alright, well, turn her off. I always undo the battery. This battery is actually started to come back, I think. My brother's Cadillac, he's got a, what is that? It's a 96 Cadillac Seville. Very nice car, but his battery's going bad in it, and he doesn't want to buy a new battery. So what he's doing is he's got one of those little jump boxes. He's been carrying his jump box around with him. So if it gets too dead to start it, it's not a bad idea. Let me kick these lights off in here. Boy, don't look at this place. This place is a disaster zone. This mower has got to have some work done on it. It's got a bad tire up there, and the bushing in the wheels went bad. And I've hit stuff with this deck so much now, I don't know what it's done to it, but it's off level. It's scalping one side's scalping everything. This one's running good. I need to work on this one and get this one running. I've never mowed with this mower. I got this at a pawn shop, and it should have a good engine in it, but it had some fuel issues with it. Oh, I see that's getting water in again. Shoo. Alright guys. Oh, see my like creepy spiders? Look at that. I'm not sure what that is I'm looking at here. Is that like a small spider that's caught a big spider in its web? That didn't make much sense. Okay. Alright dudes, I'm going to cut her off. It's getting late. So, 17-minute update here. Bzz. Bzz.